It's Alysia, Nora, and Macy on our little green couch.
Ready to talk weekly gossip from behind the chair.
Have a drink or 10 and get ready for the journey.
Join us on the floor with little Fern.
Well, welcome. Grab a drink.
Have a seat.
I'm eating already.
I have 2 drinks, so if you want to pull up 2 drinks with me, no judgment, baby.
Oh, I'll cheers to that.
Cheers.
I polished 1.5 of mine.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't drank that much, but it's also because I'm pretty zooted right now.
Oh, already. You know, the can's been hitting. The CANN.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed mine this week. We learned from the mistake. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Where I did the roadie straight.
Yes, I did it.
Yeah, this one it's going down still equally fast, but this time I mixed it with soda and soda water. It's not soda, like soda pop. Where am I? Am I from the East Coast?
No, not soda pop.
Get the soda.
The soda pop.
The soda pop. Okay, but also, speaking of can, we are manifesting this right now, guys. That,
Because we're signing up for their affiliate.
Affiliate.
We're gonna try to be an
Oh,
affiliate,
yeah.
and this is like where we get like a code.
This is where we
right?
manifest what we want to come to fruition. Fruition?
Fruition.
Fruition.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Thanks, guys. What you will learn is that I don't know language.
Alicia's the kind of girl that says milk, pillow.
She just flows with it, and you will learn
We love her for
quickly that I know what fucking clue what I'm talking about.
I wish I could remember that one. It doesn't matter what you remember that Alysia said. You silently wheeze laughing about it because it's just been
My
fun.
husband started a book. He made like a
All the
little
things that
book
you say?
he carries with him. Yes.
I-
He calls them Alysia-isms.
Yeah.
And then
Isms.
because he says that he like will forget them, but he doesn't want to forget them because they're very funny to him. And I'm so glad I bring you this much joy in life.
That was one of my blogs on my MySpace. It was called Nora-isms.
nice.
I would agree that if I had to write a book about anybody in my life, I could write a book about Alysia.
Well,
Easy money. Like when I tell you, that book would be selling out for sure.
I mean,
Oh,
tour.
I feel like you're
Let's
setting
tour.
her up as the badder Britney Spears.
No, but like in the best way. Like
No.
I would not frame it like the Britney Spears way. Honestly, I would frame it, I feel like, a very different way. More of like a courageous.
Well, obviously.
I've seen some shit.
I'm not gonna lie though, you've seen some shit, but you were one of the most wise and funniest human beings I've ever met.
Oh, my
wow.
gosh.
Yes.
Our
High
obsession for you is gross.
praises.
Obviously,
Thank you.
many people are obsessed with Alysia and her stories.
Thank
That's how
you.
we find ourselves on 15-person
Oh, yeah.
bachelorette party trips.
I just feel like
And then we all fall in love with each other.
Oh yeah, that was a highlight. I'm really glad that happened.
Can we
I'm
do that
really-
again?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm really,
god. I
really
think
glad.
everybody legitimately would just do that
I think
again.
they would. I don't think we'd need
what
to
if we did it like a yearly
just do
thing?
like a yearly.
Yes.
Yes.
People will be like, this is happening again?
We're having because you
Like,
remember
don't
the
be
video?
jealous.
I'm booking
this is
that house.
okay, listen to me right now. Mark my words. This is the excuse that you guys are going to use. Well, Alicia's tenure didn't go as planned, so this is us making up for it.
Yes.
And then we'll just
Only
keep making up for
excluding
it.
It's just a women's weekend. We're
love this.
just keeping it a professional women's weekend
Yes.
for eternity.
Yes, but we're going
It's
to
like a
need
business meeting.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
can we figure out a way to like write it off? Is that an option for
it.
things?
Retreat.
Yes.
And I will hire.
Oh my
Body
god!
retreat.
Speaking of things that happened to me this week, I went to dinner with my high school girlfriends.
Oh yeah, you had a
and-
very busy weekend.
Yes, I really
I
did.
like the way that
It's
you have
on
your
the
list.
It's like
She said,
and
you had a very
we went
busy
to this.
weekend.
We went to this restaurant. I don't know if I should shout them out because I'm going to talk about them, so that I feel like it's not professional. But we went to a local Italian restaurant. It's one of those. It's like an old house. And we ate, and it was no, and it no, and it was. By the way, everyone's naming off, silently naming off places in my ears, and It's a family-ran establishment, aka like child labor laws might be in effect when like kids are like clearing your table. But what do I know? And at the very end, this woman comes over and we think, oh, she's gonna come and talk to us and say, did you guys enjoy your dinner? You know what I mean? Just check in, like what they typically do.
Yes.
And she was like, I'm the owner. Do you mind if I sit for a second? I just want to chit chat with these ladies. And we thought, okay, so we were leaving. We had paid our bill. We had 2 bottles of wine while we were there, of course. We're headed to the wine shop after this. We're about to have a good night. And we had no clue what we were in store for. This woman sits down. She's got a piece of paper with her, like ready to chit chat with us. Yes. And she goes, have you ladies, I saw you guys were drinking wine. Have you ladies ever heard of The Secret? Do you remember the old,
yes,
what you put out in the world?
That she's even saying this.
What you put out in the world, you get back.
Yes.
The old school secret, like you have to make mood boards. You
it's
gotta,
called
like,
The Secret.
It's called The Secret. It was a book.
It's also a series.
Yes, it became very popular in the old days. I actually had to learn about it at Aveda. It was very interesting. And to be honest, I do use parts of it in we do here, our keychains. We're so lucky. Do you know what I mean? You do have to manifest what you want out there. Mm-hmm. Speaking about things we want. And she starts talking that she is a firm believer, and that's how her and her whole entire family have gotten everything they've wanted, is putting it all out there and speaking it into existence. And that she saw that we were over here drinking a lot of wine and talking a lot of stories, and she couldn't help it over here, and she was wondering if we wanted to a wisdom and wine night there. And she hosts it.
Wait,
you can look her up on YouTube.
Why would I totally do that?
You can look her up on YouTube. She can help expand your mind into the world of things you didn't know that you were blocking, and she could clear it away, so therefore you could get everything you've ever wanted and desired in life. Riches beyond your wildest memories. My husband was like, how did your face look while she was telling you all of this? I said, well, my jaw was on the floor, but Stephanie, my girlfriend, eats this shit up. So she was like, yeah. Is that piece of paper for me? What time? How many people do I need?
Was she extra on?
Yes. And she was like, how many do you think I need? Like, my girlfriend runs these retreats for moms. Maybe you guys could, hook each other up, and you guys could, and completely egged her on, almost to, more terrifying than this woman even realized. She was like, well, you get wine, you get 2 free glasses of wine, you get an entree, and you get, blah, blah. She's like, cool. I'm not really concerned with the food, but you get wine with this? We laughed, and I said, that was not at all what I thought she was coming over to our table. It was very interesting. Wow. So anyways, you can wine and wisdom. We could really write this off.
Wow.
It was like a spin-off.
So going back to our
women's retreat, we could have this woman come tell us all the secrets.
I'm just saying it was a bonding experience that weekend. I loved it. I want to go back and relive it.
We're getting the same house.
Oh,
absolutely. That was the best.
It's a good house.
I love the little separate part. It was great.
The separate part was nice for us.
I just didn't see that coming, that woman really wanted to, secret me.
Yeah, I love that for your group.
Hilarious.
I'm interested to see where it goes. Or if Stephanie materializes.
Oh, I really hope she does.
That would be so funny.
I feel like we definitely, I've been wanting to hear more about your weekend because I was stalking you on Instagram and I saw all the things that you did, and I was like, damn, Alysia had a busy weekend.
I did
and
have
we
a
didn't
busy
pre-discuss it.
We didn't. I really kind of sprung it on everyone in my life. I went out for dinner with my high school girlfriends. We try to do a quarterly. So, and we usually do a Christmas gather where we do Christmassy things, but we weren't going to be able to get it in. So, because my girlfriend Katie has to come in from Michigan, but she wasn't able to. So
I can't believe you talked about my bestie.
I know. Speaking of my women's weekend, everyone bonded so much now that they're all besties. So,
but I haven't seen that.
And I really love this. But
it was
anyways,
a great weekend. I'm not gonna lie, out of your entire 10 years stuff going on.
It was such a good weekend.
The women's weekend probably was the smoothest part of it.
Yeah, 100%. But we did that, so it was just the 4 of us instead. But the 2 mamas got to drink, Nora. So that was perfect because they just had their babies, so they were on no drinking. So now we tied one on. It's very nice. We went to that Sips. where you pour your own wine. You like dispense your own wine.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So fun. Oh my God, I got to try so many different wines. It was a great time. I tried to narrow it down. Last time me and Sarah went, we did just rosés. This time I just did Pinot Noir. Me and Sarah, we stayed on the same wine track, which was nice because we were just trying each other's wines. We did Pinot Noirs this time. So.
Ooh, is Pinot Noir a white?
It's a red.
Oh.
It's a deep red. I like it.
Not like red. And then I started drinking red, like at your house. I think I drank it a couple times. So good.
It's very good. I didn't like red when I was younger either. I drank a lot of white.
I just don't like how it stains my teeth and makes my lips look like it has like a red crust around it. Like I literally feel like a child drinking red wine.
I legitimately did notice that happens to you.
Like why does it? Why does it always happen to me?
I think you might need to moisturize a little bit.
Dude, if you guys do not see on the sun, I'm constantly putting chapstick on my lips.
Maybe the kind of chapstick that you're using is not the correct
My lips are
absorption
just
for you.
dry. They're just dry.
Maybe you need to do one of those sugar scrubs first and like scrub it, like exfoliate.
The
your lips
oil,
first.
why? We have a whole oil thing from the holidays that's a lip scrub and
it is.
a lip gloss,
It's an
and people
entire
were
lip
sleeping
kit.
on that, so we kept it all.
How much is the lip kit?
I think it's 30.
Yeah.
It's
It was really
wonderful.
Good. It was
Get it
really
right now.
nice.
Yeah, let's do it
Speaking of,
right
Let's
now.
do it right now.
Saturday, I hung out with my husband. We went to the local restaurant, which I was very disappointed in the restaurant choice. But I was not disappointed in my food, but Luke was very disappointed in his food.
From what I thought that I possibly saw about what restaurant you went to, I feel like I've been continually disappointed with them, and I feel like they're not staffed well enough.
It was just, no, they were not staffed very well. It was
The
the
one
bar.
where Brandon works at or worked at?
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
bartender was our waiter, and
Yeah.
he like literally
I can't
couldn't
with
like
that.
handle it.
The
So
last time we were there, Brandon physically, like, he actually told us, like, hey, if you're hungry, you might want to leave because it's going to take a really long time.
yeah, it was like. However, I will say I got the salad. I got the Waldorf salad and added salmon, and it was delicious.
Good.
Luke got the market fish, and he was just disappointed because the side was not like a good side for the fish, so it just kind of threw off the whole meal. That being said, fish can be hard. Fish can be hard. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
conversation is making me sad that we're not going to have a family dinner this weekend.
yeah. And then on Sunday, I went to see our father call her daddy at the Chicago Theater, sold out. That was fun.
Do tell, please.
That
I'm
was
so excited for this.
It was a very good experience. I love Chicago Theater, so that in itself was fun. Very easy to get to. We took the train. We went and had a little pregame at Flossmoor Station, which was great. Ooh, they have a new fruit beer, boysenberry.
Oh, I love their fruit
What's
beer.
a fruit beer?
Delicious. It's a beer with fruit.
Like,
Never happened before.
they have
Really?
raspberry,
Oh, they like it
blueberry.
changes seasonally.
You never had like a
Okay.
blueberry beer or a
Oh,
peach
they're
beer?
very good.
No.
So this is the newest one, and it was very good. And then, yeah, it was great. She was great. She put on a really great tour podcast. It was very cool. It kind of goes through, like, how she started her podcast, how it came about, her becomings, and then it kind of goes into her bachelorette, because now she's getting married. So it was a very interesting. Then she has 2 surprise guests, so you have no idea who the guests are going to be
Oh, it's like
for
each
the
time it's
show.
like that.
So each like this last one was Kelsey Ballerini and Chase Stokes, and then Chelsea Handler.
Imagine if they came when you were
Oh my
there.
God, I would have died. I would have
I know you would
literally
love that.
died. I would have been deceased because I love both of them so much, and I love them together. I had Alex Earl and
Harry Jossie.
Harry Jossie, which I love him. He's so cute. He's such a cutie. But I could have taken or leaving. This is a personal preference. Alex Earl.
Why do you say that?
She's a get ready with me girl.
I don't really like Get Ready With Me's.
To be honest, she really doesn't have much to offer for like a podcast version because then that person has to talk.
I feel like it's just like her probably telling like stories and stuff, is it not?
Yeah,
Like, if we're going out and getting
she's
drunk.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's a get ready with me girl. So you watch her put her makeup on, get her clothes
She
together.
tells stories about her crazy night
But she
before.
talks about like her, what they were doing or where they're going for that night. That is literally what she offers the internet on top of whoever's mysterious MLB NFL player she's dating right now. That's literally all it is. So no offense, not that I have a leg to stand on. I just don't find that to be that entertaining when then I have to listen to you talk when I'm typically just watching you get ready.
I've never been that person that can like sit there for like 2 whole minutes and watch somebody get ready and like talk.
Well, that's a very different kind of like audience. So then when she came on the podcast for, Call Her Daddy, she's talking and then you're kind of like, oh shit, what do you have to actually talk about? You get ready. You're get ready.
Also, she also just gets ready and she gets hammered as shit and then she talks about that.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, I don't listen to her that much. I'm sure that there could be way more.
I don't either. And so this is a very that's what I'm saying. This is just my personal opinion. But she really didn't have that much to offer to the show. And I think that that's another, so once Harry came out, it was much more him talking. So that was that experience. It was fun. It's a fun weekend. But it was a weekend. That was a weekend.
That was busy.
That was a tiring ass weekend for my age demographic.
That's a lot of social bad.
That was a lot of doing things.
For my age demographic.
That wasn't every day. You gotta pick a day.
Yeah, usually I have one event on one day. This was all the events on all the days.
No.
That was too many things.
Well, I was gonna have 2 events on Sunday. I'm adding more blonde hair on Sunday morning because her hair wasn't blonde enough.
She's gonna snap off.
Oh,
is that the one that commented on our Instagram?
Oh no.
That was she's not blonde enough. She's gonna, and then I'm supposed to have brunch with her but for some reason people allude me to being a person who's doing a bunch of social things.
I think it's just because your work involves social stuff, so I think they kind of take that as social things.
I have to say, first of all,
yeah.
What in the wildest world thought that you would just not say anything?
It's not even that, where I was I'm putting it off. Oh, I need to say something. But I did not even think about telling you guys. It didn't even cross my mind, I need to tell them.
Hello, podcast world. At this portion of the podcast, there's a little bit of lack of context, and I'm going to provide it for you. I did not tell Nora and Alysia that I was going to Jamaica, and I knew this for a while now. I just completely forgot and literally had a week of work that I was not going to be joining them with. So just clarifying that. Okay, bye-bye. Back to the podcast.
I also haven't thought about it at all either. Because
it's okay. Bella said she can do the whole week.
Oh, so
I feel like the way that my head whipped over.
I didn't even hear it.
Because as soon as your head whipped, I was like, fuck.
I was in conversation with Ashley, and then I heard her say that to me.
Because my conversation with her, I was I couldn't continue it because I was oh fuck. I was it didn't even cross my mind where I was oh yeah, I definitely need to tell them. In my head, going to Jamaica just kind of sounded that was 6 months in the future.
Is that what you guys are doing for your Christmas gift then?
Yeah.
Or oh, nice. That's cool.
That's awesome.
So that's the only thing that we get for Christmas, which is
you've been there though a couple of years ago, right?
Jamaica?
Yeah.
No. Well, actually, we had a cruise there. We had a cruise stop there for 7 hours. But this is actually saying I don't really count. I'm just stopping in Jamaica for 7 hours. But yeah. But also very sorry about that. Genuinely did not do that on purpose, but also really fucked up of me.
Very funny. Well, I'm glad Bella can replace you.
I know, I'm glad too, and also, it's nice that we leave on the weekend, and then we come back the next weekend, so then it's, at least it's only,
just a full week.
3-4 days.
Just, only a full week.
I know, it's not only, it's not at all.
4 to 5 days.
But for a second, I was what if it goes over into, a week and a half? I would have been, exactly. I was getting nervous, because I was I don't even know the exact dates.
And said it was 2 or 3 days, and it was 9
right
days.
In the beginning when she first started working with us.
That was a
okay. But what was the timeline? How much time before she left was there? Did she give you guys a good notice?
No.
How I found out
was it
about it
my bad? Was it as bad as mine?
Yeah, and then she tried to play it off it was 3 days, but it was 9 days.
And then her mom came in and
That's
said
something I wouldn't play on you guys.
And then I was wait, Bella.
That one was funny, but that was a very I feel an age situation.
I remember you guys telling me about that. And I think because it was the week before she left, right, or 2 weeks before.
I don't remember. It was so. I feel
a week and a half.
I feel I had to black it out because I feel it really,
traumatizing.
Yeah, I feel it was.
When your assistants leave you.
But some people still ask where Jessica is.
That is true.
And I'm always why? She's so cute every single time. And then she would get angry about answering the phone. Do you remember
I feel like you guys have lived very different lives with different, like, assistants.
We really have.
It's very different
It's like
assistants.
Starting back to 15 years ago. Yeah, we have.
We learn a little bit with each one of you guys. Don't worry.
What are you learning with me?
We can't tell you that. We talk about it after you leave.
No, that's scary. Don't say that.
It'll be.
It's like what I don't know doesn't kill me, but you say stuff like that, then I'm like, that was a little treading a little too close.
Panic.
It's like I don't need to know about all that. You keep that to yourself, honey.
We'll tell you on your exit interview.
Huh?
We'll tell you about it on your exit interview.
Don't say that. What the hell did you have to bring that up for? My exit.
See, that's how it makes us feel when you talk about getting other jobs. How did that make
but
you
people
feel?
ask me about
How
it.
did that make you feel, Macy?
That makes
That's
me
how it
feel-
makes us feel.
Okay, but
That
like,
makes me feel
but
like
you guys,
when you tell
okay.
us you're going to
Just
Jamaica.
Yeah, that's exactly how it makes us feel.
Okay, but like I do want you guys to know that I have talked to my therapist about this.
Not to laugh about therapy.
But like for real, no, it is actually kind of laughable. But I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what to do with work and with school, and I don't know what to do because I want to stay here forever. But then I'm like, I don't know. I have to make a lot of money, and then I get nervous, and yeah.
I just want to know how much money you actually think you're going to make just right off the bat.
Well, like a lot of people off the bat for like a lot of the positions that I'm looking at is between like 50 and like 65 a year. But it also can range depending on the position that you're getting. You can negotiate.
That just doesn't sound actually like what it is from the start.
What do you mean?
Like a starting salary is that much.
Yeah. I mean, when I was going for offered, I mean, I guess it is more of a managerial position, so I don't know if you can exactly compare this, but like just for that position alone, I mean, that was in California. So take it with a grain of salt because it's pretty bad for California.
Well, yeah, that's very different.
But it was 55. They offered me 55 off the bat.
You're talking probably like a 25% increase, I feel like.
I don't
it's
know
pretty
that.
big because of the fact, like, their standard for living is so much higher, so they have to pay you that much
So you think
more.
that would equal like 35 here?
Yes.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
It does make sense because the cost of living out there is like
so your cost of living
outrageous.
is like a lot more.
But
yeah,
it's like
you
also
have
50,
to get paid that much.
But the thing
to
is,
even be able to-
55 for California is like nothing.
Low. Yeah,
that's what I'm
entry
saying.
level.
And that's why I was like 55 here, sure, I can make that work.
But 55
There.
is scraping by.
No, that
still.
is literally like, I mean, my apartment alone for my Airbnb was like between like, I think like $5,000 or something like that, $4,000. That was just an Airbnb for the summer for like 2 months. And like rent here is like usually like, I don't know, like $800 a month.
$8,000 to $2,000.
Yeah, but I won't be living at $2,000 a month, so that's not even on the roster.
Not an option. Yeah, you'd have to think about it. Like, their cost of living is just so much higher.
But that's a big one that I'm thinking about too with my like therapist. I'm like, I don't know if I should just like suck it up and like stay here for a little bit longer and like get my shit together more. Because like I have time to like apply anywhere. Like the job market right now sucked anyway, so like it's not like I'm gonna be getting anywhere. Because I'm like, I already have a car payment, which is $300 a month. Then I have to pay for my sorority bill, which is and then I'm gonna have to pay $800 for rent. And I'm not making money like that right now to pay for that per month. Like,
When is your sorority bill done?
when I pay off the next,
Gotcha.
it's gonna be for a while.
I didn't know if it was like a time frame one.
It was.
or
I
if
think it was like a 5-year one.
Okay,
So
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like when you graduated or when like it was like a payment one.
we're making some head now.
Wow.
That's a racket.
Yeah,
that is
a
something that needs to be
racket.
discussed.
That's a fucking racket.
For sure.
Guess what, guys? I've been scammed.
Like
I got
that's
scammed
crazy.
hardcore by my sorority, and I'm still paying for it now. And I've not once lived in the actual sorority house, but I am paying for it. And the woman literally said to me, "Do you have a rich grandparent?" I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
That is wild.
And I was sobbing on the phone to her. "Do you have a rich grandparent?" "No." "What?" "I don't know what that is."
That is just wild.
"My grandparents are dead, but thanks for asking."
Yes, her name is Emily Gilmore.
No, her name's Jean. Jeanne. Honestly, guys,
N-N-E?
Yep, Jean.
Oh my god.
That's a rough.
Yep,
That's a
and
mouthful.
guess what? She's horrible, and I wish people could actually hear her name so they could egg her house because she's the worst.
I thought she was dead.
No, she's still alive. She collected my monthly payment.
Oh, this isn't your grandma. This is the sorority woman.
I thought you were talking about your grandma.
I got lost in the story. I re-picked up. I got you. I follow.
I was kind of just rambling, so fair enough.
No, I got it. So we're about to egg Jean's house over here.
I don't know where she lives,
Okay.
somewhere in Peoria.
Well,
We'll find her with that
you're in-
fucking name.
if you're in Peoria.
If you're in the Dirty P,
You're in
make sure you
Peoria.
stop by her house and egg it for me.
Alicia is too stoned.
I'm so stoned right now.
I
I'm
got
not
the
gonna lie.
envelope. This weekend I had a lot of things going on myself, but not like exciting like you had going on. It was my aunt's memorial, and there's a lot to unpack with that. We're not gonna do that. This is my weird dad side. They're not weird. We just act weird when we're together. Like, you know those situations.
Like kooky weird? Or like...
Just
No,
weird,
like-
awkward.
Yeah, I was
weird.
just
Yeah,
wondering what kind of
very
weird we're talking
awkward.
about.
Like
Okay.
very awkward. Like we used to be together all the time because our parents worked together at the florist. I was there constantly with all of the adults, but like even when the cousins got together, like we still were I'm not using the word close. We were just together a lot.
Forced proximity.
So it's just weird that like when you walk through the door and you make eye contact with your actual family members. My one aunt made a poster board of photos of my Aunt Sharon from photos she collected from my aunt's house. And she was so excited because she had a little envelope for a lot of people. And she handed me mine. And she's like, I thought you just might like these photos.
I'm ready.
So we have this.
Oh my gosh.
How about that cultural
Yeah,
appropriation?
what's going on with the braid in your hair?
You're gonna,
cultural?
Are you at a bar?
you're gonna get. Well, it was at Glenwood Oaks because that's where all my. This is from my aunt's wedding.
You would be at Glenwood Oaks. My mom loves Glenwood
That's
Oaks.
where all of my family had their like very personal events.
Okay. You brought a baby to a bar.
Oh my god, cultural appropriation at its finest.
Did you pay someone to do that?
Yes.
Why is this giving, like, have you seen that one movie with the flower crown?
No, it's really giving.
It's giving Midsummer.
Okay,
It's
wait.
giving that one Julia Stiles movie where she dates the black boy and then she like pretends to dance for a minute.
Wow.
Pretends to dance.
I love that. I love that you're taking that movie in, but I can't even remember the title.
I think it's like she can't dance or she's something dance.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what
It
you
was
guys are talking about.
it was a like clutch movie of our generation.
It was, but she
we
did not
could
dance. She
do
couldn't dance in
Live
it.
your dreams.
Yeah.
It's not
She
as
couldn't
hard as-
dance. It was
Yeah.
pretty terrible.
Wait, you can do it this way too. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Okay, so there is a photo of my cousin and Michelle, and then there's a photo of my grandma and Bill and me, and then there's a weird, awkward photo of me. But then, right in front of Bill,
Oh, nice.
Who is
Yes.
that?
that's
I'm sorry, but what is his hair?
What's
Is it
going
he
on
wet?
didn't
with
have a
his
lot
hair?
of hair.
What's going on with
Is
his
it
hair?
wet or is it just greasy?
It's gelled,
That's a gel.
hard gelled look.
God, I hate that.
And I thought, why the fuck are you giving me these photos of me and this guy I dated all
really
through
need to
high
see- I really need
school?
to see the hand holding. that's
And then
happening.
we're holding hands. We're actually holding hands, and we're just sitting next to each other at the banquet
you
table.
look so different.
I know.
I don't know if it's your eyebrows or what, but like,
Child.
It looks like he might be going down the methamphetamine track.
doesn't it look like you're gonna be fucking dominant?
That's
about
a
that
lot
hair?
of gel. A lot of gel.
this
on
You
it.
guys,
Mom?
every once in a while. No, this is still at my aunt's wedding with
Why
the
are you guys
cornrows.
wearing white at a wedding?
Was that the color choice for everyone? Like, was everyone?
You know what?
supposed
I'm
to
not.
be-
That's probably like his Mount Carmel shirt. And my mom took me to Lane Bryant to pick out that top.
What is your ring on your finger? In
Oh,
this
that's my
picture?
class ring.
Do you still have it?
Yes, I do. I was
I
just
didn't get
trying
one.
it on the other
I was a
day
rebel.
from Justin's.
I
was a
didn't get
rebel.
one.
I got like a very special looking one. I wanted mine to look different. I just wanted to share these, and I just thought, like, why the fuck do you still have these 2 photos of me and
That's okay. The only photos of me at family reunions that are in like the family reunion book that comes out every year are me and Jason.
So-
He's in all of them, and he looks miserable to be there, which makes it even better. And then everyone always goes, "Ooh, sorry, Luke." Like every time they see him, and I'm like, it's just really funny because it's like so many years later, and Luke's like, "Yeah, I don't care." They did that to me at this brunch this weekend. Oh, I forgot. I also had brunch on Sunday with Luke's friends. In the morning.
Yes.
And they showed old pictures, and they couldn't figure out who this one girl was. And then Dan goes, "I'm pretty sure that was Luke's girlfriend at the time." And then everyone turned to me and goes, "Ooh, sorry, Rambo, don't get mad." And I go, "None of you even knew who it was."
Like, what? It's not like you
And
guys
then I
were,
go,
like,
"Hey, Luke." Well, I was like, "Well, show it to Luke and see if it was like his girlfriend at the time, so you guys can figure out who it was." And then they show it to Luke, and Luke goes, "Yeah, I don't know who that was." But I feel really bad that this poor girl is not being claimed by my husband now, when he was clearly messing around with her.
The ex gets brought up all the time by her sister-in-law, who wants to always
She does get brought up again all the time. My sister-in-law brings up the ex before me and how she cheated on Luke, and they found out, and how devastated my husband was, which he was not.
And she helped to bring him back from the resurrection of this situation.
To live in that space, where no one wanted me. This goes back to that. No one wanted me for Luke. And so they always bring up these stories of other people with Luke. Like, this other girl with Luke, or, oh, he was really into her. Oh, well, he was devastated that didn't work out. And it's like, oh, okay. to the person that he chose to marry and spend the rest of his life with. Like, that's weird.
And the person that, like, you guys have been together now for, like, over, like, I mean, you've been married for 10 years, but, like, you've been together for over 10 years.
It's super weird to, like, keep saying that to that person. Like, it gets uncomfortable. Like, what do I say now? My bad that it didn't work out for them.
I think from this point on, you probably should have that react. If it gets brought up again, I'll bring it up. Because I'm here when it's happening most of the time.
It's in front of me. It happens frequently. Like, it's a pretty brought up discussion. Yeah. And I finally started telling Luke about it. And Luke's like, "Why does this keep getting brought up?" And I said, "I don't know. I can't get it to stop."
It's giving, like, all your family members, like, really want to have this narrative that, like, Luke is in love with somebody else, like, to continue to make you feel like the piece of shit that they think that you are.
100%. Like, I think that they think that, like, somebody else got away. Like, that there was this other person that was better suited and they got away. And I'm somehow, like, the stand-in until that other person comes back to claim Luke. Do you know what I mean? Like, till they come about.
Well, until you guys decide to throw in the towel, then she's just kind of waiting around for him.
Exactly. Like, it feels like that. I mean, this could be something I've now concocted as a narrative because I've had to listen to these other, like, stories for so long. But in my brain now, it feels very much like, well, she'll do, I guess, but not really. Like,
we're still pulling for the other girl.
Exactly. When she comes back in the picture.
Was this girl even, like, amazing, or was it just because it was another girl? Like, is it just another random bitch?
They were also extremely young. So, like, really, you thought that was going to work out?
Well, I think we met at 23 and then maybe got back together at 24, 25. And then I think we got married at 27 or 28.
Yeah, so you guys were together, like, pretty young.
Yeah.
That's, like, pretty young, yeah.
So, I mean, you're still, like, figuring things out at 23, or, like, you know what I mean, or fucking around.
I'm not even 23 yet.
In life, you know, like, you're still just, like, you know, doing your thing, partying, hanging out. When we were young, I mean, it's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of hanging out. It's a lot of just, like,
Partying.
Good vibes.
Yeah. But yeah, we were pretty young. I mean, relatively speaking, when we met. We did a lot of our 20s together. That's why we did a lot of following bands around and a lot of, like, group activities of going out and, like, lots of fun things, like, to do. It's a good time. But yeah, think about the girls before me. They were even younger. You're like, wild.
I think it's really just the fact that they want to hyperfixate on somebody that's not you.
That's really what it feels like. And also, I'm sure all of these women, I don't know them, so I'm not going to try to speculate on them, are probably happily married with like multiple children right now. So like, let's move on.
I was telling Macy that, remember when we used to have the controversy with the Pandora coming through the Alexa and how it would be like Bill turning it on at home and I couldn't use it? Well, I'm not going to lie. Deep sleep meditation radio on Pandora. If I want to have some soothing music, I just turn up the volume on Willow's monitor and then we all get to enjoy that. So for like the first couple of years of her life, I've been going to sleep to deep sleep meditation radio.
And my response to that was, I just need to know, like, how fucking loud was the sound machine if you were able to hear it in your room? Like, your house, the distance...
No, I turn the monitor volume up. That's in the room.
It literally took me all day to figure that out. Like, because we talked about this earlier, and I still was like, how loud? Like, Willow must be fucking deaf if you're playing it this loud and you can hear it all the way from her room to your room. Forget that there was a monitor, though.
Yeah. It was pretty loud because the dogs would get into fights in the middle of the night. So I would have to have the sound up all the way.
Macy just bought a computer.
Woo! You know, what can I say? I'm now a car owner and a laptop owner, so pretty.
Wow.
What's the next step? Moving out?
Don't get wild.
They don't believe in me, guys. It's been a wonderful episode.
Not one of our finest. You know, sometimes we just ramble. This lost sight. It lost sight of the finish line. It lost sight of a lot of things. But, you know, we can't win them all. We'll try better next time.
We're having some technical difficulties. Exactly.
Amen. Let's end it there. See you later. Don't forget your jacket. Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna go cry now.
It's Nora, Alysia, and Macy.
We are a girly podcast, and we are on the floor.
Did I go the wrong way?
You definitely did.